everyone, this is Racy Carr. I am the one that is over the blog, Books Past, Present, and Future. The link will be down below if you want to check out the blog. I try to post reviews as much as possible on the blog. I don't read as much as I used to, as far as it was nothing there for a while for me to read 2 or 3 books a day. I might read 2 or 3 books a week now, sometimes even more. I've been really craving MC books, so I've been really into MC here lately. But this one is not an MC book that I'm getting ready to review. It is also another favorite topic of mine, which is about a single father. I absolutely love books about single fathers. We have so many authors out there that want to write about single mothers, but we hardly ever see, it seemed like there for a while we never saw too many on single fathers. And it seems like lately now, a lot of authors are bringing that out, about single fathers and their struggles and all that. So it's great to see a Christmas book come out about a single father. Any guess who it is? It is called Healing the Broken by Evangeline Anderson. This book has recently been released. It was either released, I think it actually went live Friday, but I think the release date was actually Saturday. I'm not certain on that. But yeah, it has been recently released. It is a book well worth checking out, well worth purchasing. I actually loved it so much that I had to go actually buy the paper book, which I got news that it was shipped, and I'm looking so forward to getting that paper book. Yeah, Evangeline, if you're watching this, I assure you I have got a stack of books that I'm going to need your signature on for my personal collection, because I do find her book shelf worthy. And one of my favorite series of hers is the Kindred Bride series. And this is a Kindred Bride book. It's actually a Christmas book of the Kindred Bride. In this book, we have Commander Sara. And Evangeline, if I mispronounce that, you do know that you bring some unique names to your books, so I am terribly sorry. But this is about Commander Sara. He is a single father. He is struggling with the death of his wife. He is burying himself in his work. He's withdrawing from his son, and it's just a hard time for him. And he tries not to think about the death. He feels it's almost like there's a bitterness to him, him blaming, you know, in a way, I think he kind of blames the goddess for taking her. And so he is a pitch blood kindred. And what a pitch blood kindred, it is actually different from the previous blood kindreds we have seen in the past. This is actually one that needs blood. He needs to feed. If not, it starts to wear on him. And so when he's looking for an assistant to go with him to another planet to try to make trades. And with each assistant that he interviews, he has to let them know he has to feed off of them at least once a week. And that it's going to be painful because he can't bring them pleasure, because to give a girl pleasure with a bite would be sexual, and he doesn't have plan getting sexual with them, or they have to be his fated mate. And so, yeah, I tried to picture what it was like to walk into an office for an interview, for the guy to tell me, oh, by the way, I got to feed off you, and it's going to be painful. And it's going to happen once a week. You're going to feel this awful pain. So I had to wonder what it would be like to battle between, oh wait, he's really going to cause me pain once a week, and wanting to live out the fantasy of a vampire, you know, being fed by a vampire. That had to be a real battle for some. But yeah, he was a grieving father, and it broke my heart how he distanced himself from his son. His son was named Sander, and he was an amazing kid. He was a 4-year-old kid, and I felt sorry for him because here he had lost his mom through death, and he lost his father through grief. His father wasn't even raising him. He had somebody else raising him. And even though Sander was getting love from everybody else on the mothership, he wasn't getting the one thing he really wanted, and that was the love from his father. And to me, that had to be breaking his heart. I know that Evangeline had stated in a live chat that it was about healing the broken heart. To me, the book was about healing two broken hearts, because I really felt when Sara came into the picture, she was there not only to heal Commander Cesar, but she was there to heal the son as well. And it was truly an amazing story, a very touching story, and a great Christmas story as well. Sara Michaels was, she was running. She was in an occult since the age of 12, and it was called the Brotherhood of Peace. And she was scared that they were going to find her and take her back. She didn't want to be given to the prophet for him to take her virginity, and she was scared for her life, pretty much. You know, she wanted her freedom. She knew what was happening at the convent, not at the convent, but at the Brother of Peace. What it was like, everything that was going on was totally wrong, and she wanted to be free from that. She knew what it was like to be abandoned by her father. And the one thing I would have really liked to see in this book is I would have liked to see more about her father. I have a lot of unanswered questions, and I would have really liked to see more about that. But yeah, she knew what it was like to be abandoned by her father. Her mother had checked out a long time ago, so she didn't have that motherly love that she needed. So when she got a chance to interview for Commander Cesar, she took it. And for some reason, the thought of being bitten, even though it caused her pain, you know, it was well worth it. And kind of a turn on to her as well. And I liked how brave she was. You know, she wasn't somebody in that predicament. It seems like they would have been broken, but not her. She had took everything that she had been through, and she had drawn strength from it. She was a very strong woman, and she was very courageous. I absolutely loved her character. She was willing to walk into danger and just face it head on. So when she got the opportunity to get the job with Commander Cesar, she jumped on it, and she was a great asset for him. They were actually going to a planet, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce the planet. As you know, Evangeline, she can come up with some very unique names, and she did with the planet, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. But I will say it was a very interesting planet. As you know, Evangeline, she brings something new to each and every book, and she brought several new things to this book, and it was really great. The planet itself was a very sexual planet, where us women are kind of modest here on Earth, at least semi-modest. They weren't on that planet. They believed in strutting their assets. I mean, it was nothing to see their assets. So, yeah, that's what women were for pretty much on that planet, was to see their assets and to breed. And I really hope in the future books to see more about this planet, even though there were some people on the planet that I actually did not like the ones in charge. I don't believe that all the men on the planet were bad, and it would be nice for her to revisit that planet and let us see some other people brought maybe to the kindred or something. It would really be interested to see that, revisit that planet. But yeah, there are some other things that go on the planet that Commander Cesar and Sara have to do, or it'd be an insult. And I'm not even going to say what it is. I think you should read the book to find out about it. I think it is a huge part what brings division between Cesar and Sara. It also puts Sara in danger, and Commander Cesar will have to come to the realization that she is his fated mate, and he needs to act on it, and he needs to face facts. And yeah, it's just really a good story. Please go over to my blog, check out my review. I don't want to actually read my review word by word, but I do want you to go over there and review it. This is a good book, and it's a very touching story. In the end, it has its happy ending, and you get that healing that you hope to see with the Son and the Father. And Sara gets the family that she always wanted. And so yeah, I will leave the links to the book below. I will leave the link to my blog below, so please go over there, check it out. I'll also leave Evangeline's information below as well. Please check that out as well. Please, if you want to see more reviews, please like, subscribe. To help the author out, share the video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.